The rest, they spread the word.
Okay.
Yeah, so over to you. Yeah, 20:05, over to you. Thanks, Kathy.
Okay. Thanks, Sean. So, just a disclaimer. I'll let you read for a few seconds. I got to do because I'm posting on YouTube as well. So, and yeah, I'm not going to talk about my course because that's not the goal. And yeah, a lot of you have time constraints, so I'm going to focus on what you need. And if you want to know about my paid course, please text me. We can talk about it. Or I may have a session just talking about my course, or I already have a YouTube video about it. I'm happy to share that on the side. And then happy to answer any questions you may have. So, yeah, just to why, we are talking about this thing, right? This didn't happen 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Parents were not worried. Our students were not worried. Everyone, they know what they want to do, right? So, a couple of quick reasons. Generative AI, ChatGPT reached 100 million users in just 60 days. And then you see these alarming headlines. AI will replace 85 million jobs by 2030, and conflicting social media advice. One influencer says, "No, you have to learn to code," and another says, "Coding is dead. Don't worry about it." And then, as a parent, you might be worried, like, what if I have my child join this specific course, and what if it is completely obsolete by the time he or she graduates? Does it resonate with you, or anything else that make you want worry about what's happening? I just want to make it a little
Yeah,
bit attractive.
true. Yeah, basically, the AI things are very, very starting stage for a lot of people. So it's good to have to get more information from you. Then we can have more questions also.
Yeah. In fact, some of the people, when I say I'm an AI coach, they say, actually, I'm so scared of AI. And then I say, so do I. That's why I got into it. I didn't like that I don't know something that's going to replace my job 2 years ago when I was working at Amazon. Then I said, I need to really get into it so that I can have an informed, uh, what do you call, the informedness, what is the term? Like you feel you know what is going on instead of just having a fear of unknown. So that is the reason I even got into generative AI and agentic AI. Luckily, I had an opportunity presented itself, and I volunteered for that opportunity. That's how I was able to get the required experience when I was working at Amazon. So every technology follows a predictable path. Any of you know about Gartner hype cycle? If you're enterprise architecture, you might have definitely used it one way or other way. So Gartner is a third party org. They post a lot of guides specifically for CEOs, CTOs, and enterprise architecture teams. And they talk about how different tools and technologies are matured. I don't know what is the uh, term actually. So it's a third-party evaluation org for software IT specifically. So they every year they post this something called Gartner hype cycle, and you search Gartner hype cycle and put that year, you will see the Google images. It shows the image where each and every technology is in its path, well, from the inception to all the way to productivity, or it's almost gone. It'll give you the complete map actually for if you say. So this is a sample map you will see online. If you look at it, it starts from technology trigger, and then you have this slope, and then again it'll pick up, and then you'll have the productivity. This is the area you will have most productivity. Here, you have initial excitement, and then it reaches its peak, and then a lot of over promise happens with that particular technology. And then because of that over promise, everyone jumps into that particular technology bandwagon, and then they realize that it is all exaggerated claims and promise, and a lot of projects fail, a lot of money lost, and then people start hating that technology. No, no, this is just a snake oil. And then eventually, the sweet spot people will find, industries, companies will find, okay, these are the things this technology cannot do. These are the things the technology can really do. And that's where the steady flow of productivity happens. That is the time most of the arcs, they call them as laggards. They're usually the last one to adapt. So they start adapting that particular technology. So all the hypes are gone at this particular time and pure productivity happens. So anyone has any idea where AI where AI sits right now? So
In sense, like,
go ahead.
no,
I
in
think
sense, like,
in the middle.
Yeah, yeah. So right now it's somewhere between at peak and then at trough, because a lot of organizations have got excited last year, and they spent um, tens of millions of dollars, and they were expecting the moon, and then they didn't get anything out of it. You might have heard horror stories. I heard this actually. I don't know if it is some article I read. Palantir Technologies, basically, they released an AI agent, and where one of the big accounting firms, they got the AI agent they implemented in their org, and it's supposed to basically check all the invoices coming from the vendors and verify, and then send it to the invoicing team for human review, and then it's supposed to send it to the payments team to dispatch payments. And everything was really good. It improved the productivity for the invoicing team by 70%, 80%. They were all happy. And then 2 weeks later, they stopped getting invoices for a week. They were thinking that maybe it's anomaly, maybe people were taking time off in these companies, third-party vendors. And then they were asking the payments team, and payments team saying that they were keep on dispatching the payments. They were getting the invoices, verified invoices. Then when they check the logs and troubleshooted, AI is thought, okay, I'm sending this to human review and he's just approving. Why do I bother sending it to him? Let me send it directly to payments team. Let them dispatch the payments actually. Right. So these kind of issues happen. And now companies are either scaling back. Okay, these are all looks like snake oil, lot of promises. Either they are scaling back their AI initiatives, or they are taking cautious approach. Okay, I'm not going to believe all this hype given by news newspapers. I'm going to focus on small and easily measurable automated tasks. Let me focus on those things, and then code assistance, vibe coding. These are the things that it's easy to measure. Let me implement those, and then we will focus about automating more complex tasks. So this is gives you a little bit more details about understanding each stage in the Gartner hype cycle. In fact, my mentor told me that, Karthik, if you really want to be millionaire, like you want to make tens of millions of dollars, just figure out which technology is sitting somewhere in the peak of inflated expectations or trough of disillusionment, and start spending your time and effort on it. By the time it comes to the productivity stage, you would have developed enough expertise to make a lot of money off of it. It's a easy hack. I mean, it's all there for you to take. It's up to you to act on it. So in the interest of time, I'm not going to go through this again. I will share the slides after this. Please go through if you want more details. But let me end this slide with this. So don't choose the degree based on what is in the headlines today. I think there's someone is asking a question. Give me a second. Okay, yeah, most of the fintech companies are shifting left for any new AI initiatives. What do you mean by that, Gugan?
No, it's just that, like, they are not converting any existing use cases to AI applications. So they are very strict about, some of the use cases, using the AI mode. So
Yeah, because
they are pretty conservative.
yeah, and they have to be that way because if they don't, the government will all these compliance laws will come after them. They have to face heavy penalties and fines. Even the Palantir example I mentioned, I'm sure the ARG, if they go through government compliance audit, they might be fined actually. So that's the reason they are scaling back. They're worried about these agents go rogue, and then as a result, they incur huge fines and losses. Yeah, so coming back to why these things matter, why you should know about it, because then it's easy for you to make your own decision talking to your child. It's not just about let me find whichever particular degree gonna help my kid to make as much money as possible, best return on investment. Your kid also has to be interested in that particular area of study, right? It doesn't matter how much money it's going to give. If your kid is not interested, then all the money and effort is waste, right? At least 20 years ago, 30 years ago, we know doctors, lawyers are really high paying jobs, right? And also highly respected jobs. How many of us became doctors, right? I hate seeing even blood actually that time actually. So definitely I cannot be a doctor. I'll be a really pathetic doctor, right? So that's why I chose engineering. So yeah, that's why it's important to know all these things. So then you can guide based on your kid's interest, and then map that to where which degree is going to help you uh, play safe in the AI era, and then choose that particular degree that matches your interest or best ROI and your kid's interest. Any questions? Okay, yeah. So common misconception is AI is going to replace jobs. Not really. Partially true, but not really. AI replaces tasks, not entire jobs. So let's take a few examples. Software engineers. AI automates code generation, bug detection. An AI assists in architecture review, coming up with a really good system design. But still, as a software engineer, you own the system design and the outcome of your system and the stakeholder alignment. That AI cannot replace yet. Whatever the technology we have, transformer architecture, definitely it is not capable of doing the human level thinking. There may be some new technology could be invented 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, or 30 years down the line. I don't know. That may do. But the current technology and the innovation we have, it cannot do that thinking. Let me give you an example. So I was asking this vibe coding assistants to generate a feature for my health coaching app. So what it did is basically it created a, I'm assuming most of you a little bit of technical. So it created a code which even a junior engineer would not even write. It was really bad way of implementing that particular task. It wrote a SQL, very bad way of writing the SQL. It was going through 10 times to get the data for 10 days instead of writing single line with the giving the dates between this date and that date. So when I went through why this app is so slow, then I found out that these kind of newbie mistakes, even newbies won't make that kind of mistakes. AI has done. So that's where I was really frustrated, and then at the same time I was happy also. Thank God it cannot do what we can do, so that my job is safe. This is I'm talking about one or 1.5 years ago. I still see same kind of issues in vibe coding even yesterday actually. Doctor, let's take another example. Doctor, AI cannot automate image analysis, triage. In fact, a lot of CT scan, MRI scan results are analyzed by AI, and they have better accuracy than really trained doctors who have decades of experience. But still, the doctor owns the final judgment. Empathy is something AI cannot do. Patient trust, all those things comes from the human element, human factor, the doctor, right? I don't know if I heard so many people that they don't trust AI. They want to get the appointment with the doctor, not with the and not trust the chat GPT recommendation. So, and also compliance laws and government also will say is saying that you have to have a human involved when it comes to medical profession. Lawyer, same thing. AI can do automate the document review, contract drafting. It can do in probably less than a minute what a paralegal can take probably hours and hours or days, right? AI can assist legal research. It can find all the relevant cases for your current case to strengthen your case. But as a lawyer, you still needs to present this in the courtroom and show empathy, and you have to negotiate. AI cannot do that for you. It can assist you, right? But it cannot do that for you. In fact, courts are and judges are really coming hard on lawyers who are using AI to generate drafts, and they are not proofreading them because AI is inventing cases that's not there to support the case, and it is putting lawyers in hot waters. They can even lose their uh, practice from the bar council. You get the idea. So AI is replacing a lot of mundane, repeatable, boring tasks, but the it cannot do what our as humans we can do. So what does that mean? So um, as an engineer, you were given, like if you're a junior engineer, a senior engineer or team lead will tell you what you have to do, and then you do what you were given, and then you deliver them. That role will be now shifted to a junior engineer itself, because now AI is gonna perform the role of the junior engineer. Now junior engineer has to have the capability of lead engineer. So your role is getting upgraded at least one level above. A product manager usually comes up with requirements. Now product managers are asked to build the POCs, or in sometimes even do the coding with the assistance of AI. So your role and the responsibilities are shifting to one level above. Any questions? Give me a time check. Okay, we got 30 more minutes. Yeah, so one more, or a couple of more examples to drive the point home. Jevons paradox and radiologist paradox. Jevons was recently reiterated by Satya Nadella a few months ago. It's about productivity, and radiologist paradox is the example is given by Jensen Huang, NVIDIA CEO. Okay, someone is asking a question. Past years, we have come across many industrial revolution. What is your opinion about AI integration to machines like CNC, VMC? As an engineering student, I have the curiosity. Yes, I'm going to cover. I have a separate slide for it. I think probably 3, 4 slides down the line, I have an entire slide focusing on physical AI. Okay, so what Jevons paradox is saying, basically what it says is, how increased efficiency in using a resource often leads to increased consumption of resource, not the other way around. For example, more fuel efficiency cars don't necessarily reduce overall gas consumption. They can make driving cheaper. So that means what do? You will start driving to more places. Your overall miles you put in your car has increased, not reduced, because your car is more gas efficient or energy efficient, right? So same thing about radiologist paradox. So uh, an X-ray lab actually started augmenting the radiologist with AI. So now, let's say a radiologist going through the X-ray and writing a report, let's say it takes 2 hours for them to complete the analysis and report. With the assistance of AI, they were able to complete it in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. That's 80 to 90% productivity improvement. So what is naturally the radiologist will think, oh my God, if it can take care of my work in 5 minutes, they get like X number of radiologists. We don't need this many radiologists. I think I'm gonna lose my job, or some of us gonna lose our jobs. But in few months, opposite happened. They hired more radiologists because it is so efficient, so accurate. The lab was able to take more patients, more customers, and they can reduce the charge. So that means more hospitals started referring their patients to this particular lab. So as a result, they were able to increase their intake to 10x or 15x. So they end up hiring more radiologists. So the same thing here. We have seen this happening over and over again, right? 20, 30 years ago, computers gonna kill all the jobs. Did it kill all the jobs? No, but it transformed, right? If you don't know computer, then it's very hard for you to survive now, right? Same thing. AI is gonna transform your nature, the way you are working now. As long as you adapt to it, you will be fine. If you don't, then good luck to you. Yeah, this is just a framework I came up with. So ask all these questions. I have 10 questions here. And if the answer is AI cannot do most of this for the particular job you are looking for, then most likely your job is AI proof. It doesn't mean that AI is not involved, but with the help of AI, you will do the job better. It's not gonna eliminate your role. Like for example, human interaction. Does the job require trust, empathy, or real-time human connection? If it is yes, then that's a good sign, right? Because AI cannot do. Creativity and judgment. Does it require novel problem solving, artistic vision, or ethical reasoning? If the answer is yes, then your job is most likely safe. Physical presence. Does the work require hands-on action in unpredictable environments? If it is yes, like plumber, electricians, AI cannot get inside the wall and get into the roof and do the work for you. They may assist you, but they cannot do completely replace an electrician from crawling into the attic and do the wiring work, for example. So these are things, in the interest of time, I'm going to skip. You can read through and then it'll help you to make the judgment.
Karthik, I have a question.
Sure.
So when you speak about the jobs, how about sales job? Does AI affect the sales job as well?
Um,
I could see some marketing things there.
yes. So definitely, it'll it'll not. I don't think sales will affect that much. The reason, but it'll assist though. It'll make you a better salesman and a better negotiation person. But the way I see it, it's not gonna replace sales or marketing as much. The reason is simple, right? A lot of people wants to talk to other humans. Why do we go to restaurants? We can make that same food for 1/10th of the cost or 1/4th of the cost at home, right? But still, we want to go and talk to new people. We want to see new people. We want to talk to the waiter, waitress, right, or server. In fact, some restaurants they introduced this iPads. They installed in each and every desk where um, customers don't have to talk to anyone. They place the order through the iPad and then they can complete the payment there itself after eating. And they started seeing food traffic declining. So they removed the this iPads. The food traffic started increasing. So the that's where this part comes, right? Um, as a salesperson, as a customer, I want to trust, right? Something that AI cannot create with empathy, right? So that's where, but it will assist you to become a better salesperson. In fact, people were asking, I'm working on an app and it's coaching men how to flirt using AI audio bot. So they were asking, why don't you create the same thing for salespeople to become better salesperson, where they can practice the conversations with AI to get better at selling and connecting with other humans so that they can do better sales job.
Yeah, the same conversation the client can do with the AI also, right? Like he can interact with the human. He
Yes.
can do that with AI as well, right?
Yes, absolutely right. So some people, again, that's where the thing is, AI is not, AI is going to be in your in your in your every part of life. But how much of it's going to affect your job is the one we are talking about. Like computers, who doesn't have computers anymore, right? 30 years ago, that's only few people had it, but now everyone has it. But the nature of how we are using the computers completely changed. Same thing. AI is going to be there. Some companies going to use AI to complete the sales process. But is it going to completely eliminate salespeople? Definitely not. That's my point, actually.
I think what he was trying to suggest over here was what in case the complete process of purchasing change instead of I mean me getting into a marketing kind of a scenario. I If I let AI decide what I'm going to buy, then whom the marketing people go to for marketing? Because they might have to market their product to an AI tool, a different AI tools like Google or Microsoft and everybody, rather than marketing it to me directly. Because I'm going to finally choose it through one of the AI chatbots.
Okay. So, have you seen any companies doing that? I haven't seen personally any company employed AI bots to
Uh,
complete the sales.
Karthik, just to add to his conversation, so what he said was a very valid point where, he can, for example, the AI, if you, simple chatbot or a Claude, if you understand, for example, if I give my company to Claude, he will understand what exactly my company is doing, how many people are working there, who is the head of the company, how is the culture, all these things, it can be identified through a public chatbot. Okay, so for example, I give a query saying that, okay, find me this product for this company, which suits, see, the best product in the world won't be a fit for all the companies,
Yes.
right? So this can be a proper use case where the salesperson can be replaced by this kind of uh,
So
you
it
know
is really actually the
yeah.
way I have seen is actually I know the use case you are talking about. In fact, the people who are AI savvy, the salespeople, they are using AI to automate the most of this mundane work, and then they get the quality leads. I forgot the term actually. So I know one guy actually. I wish I have that guy's YouTube video. Actually, he really talks about how salespeople can automate a lot of these things using AI, and then it gives them the complete picture. Who is the decision maker? Whom should they talk to? What is the value proposition they can do? All those things it collates. It runs for days and gives you the very high quality leads. And then how do you pitch this to that particular decision maker, actually. That is the way I
Karthik,
have seen salespeople, marketing people using AI efficiently.
Karthik, just to get into what Koshi was saying here, he has a valid point because when it comes to B2B sales, AI can screw your happiness. But when it comes to B2C, AI doesn't play a role. AI can only enhance. Yeah, because B2B, as he said, you're not personally interacting with people unless your relationships definitely matter. But I've seen a lot of people who come with ideas because they know what you are. The issue with AI is everybody is an expert without expertise. Yeah. So when you do B2B sales, it becomes a big issue. But when you talk B2C, it's different because in my specific area of sales that we do, if you're talking to a competitor, if you're trying to do a deal with a competitor, it's very difficult because you end of the day you do understand the person on the knowledge of the person on the other end. He need not have any experience, but if we are in need, then we clearly know they are using AI to defeat us or have one up on us, 1 point, a score a point over us. But if you're doing a B2C, definitely AI is only helping. It cannot replace a salesperson at any level.
Yeah. So, can you give me an example? Because I'm kind of confused. Are you saying B2B AI is replacing salespeople, marketing managers, and
Sorry, AI is, I wouldn't say replacing, they're diminishing the value of experience.
yes, yes, 100%.
Somebody's 20 years experience in this, a new kid on the block comes with zero experience and start talking to you on things when you're doing B2B.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
that is
it
because they
removes
just
the barriers
to,
of entry and all the areas.
absolutely. So correct. So what it does is it even goes into, for example, you get to know I'm talking to Karthik. It knows I'm talking into the company Karthik is working for. It will break down everything for me because it is going to pick up from whatever is published.
Yes.
And depending on what AI tool that you use, it makes you way too superior in your negotiations. But then AI, from whatever I've seen of date, AI cannot beat experience because you clearly know what that person is trying to do because everything is not out there in the web.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you try to play around, you can really cast the person's bluff, but that is now. Give it 1, 2 years down the lane,
Yes.
it's things are not going to be easy.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Definitely, it's um, problem for someone who has experience. Now they feel like, okay, I built my career around this. Now, 2 year, 3 year old experience with the assistance of AI can do as much volume as I do. That's definitely something I understand, but that's the way it is, right? So the best we could do is we try to um, get creative and use AI ourselves also and see how we can probably what is the best way? We just need to get creative to get one up on them. It's since I'm not I don't have marketing background. I can't think for you, but something you have to think. Okay, this guy is using AI to um, I'll kind of replacing me. So how I can use AI to replace my current version to be better than my current
Yeah,
version.
yeah. Maybe after this session, if Koshi can also give us an example, it will help everybody to understand what exactly he is coming from because there's
So
definitely.
Sean, so the
Yeah.
whole point is, I myself, I am into sales. Okay, so I've been doing sales for the past maybe 14 years. So recently, I've come across like within the last 1 year, I could see a lot of things which has come up for the sales also for making the. So right now, it is making sales people's life easier. For example, if you want to penetrate you know any market in the region, you have some tools wherein they exactly say, as Karthik has mentioned earlier, we have tools to get exactly who the right person is inside the bank, or who will be the right person for a particular product, all this can be easily targeted. So in a way, as you said, it's a B2B sales, for example. B2C will be a different thing altogether. So B2B, they will be also doing a lot of investigation on what they do. So these are all use cases which can come in the future. So this can be, you see, these are all imaginations which people will translate that into AI use cases, right? So
Yeah.
this can come in the future. This is not only for sales, this can be for anything in which is coming in the future. So human interaction, of course, that relationship which will always be there. But unfortunately, in the next maybe 10, 15 years, people start using AI, and that also will be led by the AI or the computers. That is what I feel. That is where all these things are going right now. And
Yeah. And just to add to that, Karthi, when you said creativity in your own market in Starbucks, what they did is they replaced manual writing on the cups. When you order a coffee, they write your name, Karthik, and then they shout out when it's done. They replaced
yes,
manual writing by a printing tag, which was more cost efficient, more it was better time managed to be precise, because they started printing out and sticking out of the cup.
Yes.
And they
What it
gave
did
correct
is,
spellings as well. Humans
yeah,
somehow
but
misspelled most of the time.
but what it did is over a 6 months period, Starbucks sales fell, and one of the reasons they found is because the cup was losing the personal touch, and they've now gone back to writing it by that sketch.
Yes, exactly.
So
And also one
one
more thing.
small example. I mean, but yeah,
Yeah.
but
So
again, for that also there will be something which AI will come out. I mean, that is, it'll keep on coming, and it'll again innovate. A lot of things will be coming out.
yeah,
So
at
it's
the,
like how to add that personal touches. Because, for example, I'll give you a simple example, Karthi. Back in, for example, we have been selling RPA tools, robotic process automation, maybe 3, 4 years back. The kind of automation they have, or probably 2, 3 years back, it was like you are talking to a robot kind of interaction. But right now, you cannot recognize whether it's a human or an AI. So that has come to that kind of level right now.
yeah. Yeah, so definitely it's very hard to gauge where this will go even 5 years from now or 10 years now. Now, my personally, what I feel is if I can survive for next 10 years, then hopefully universal basic income will come. So none of us have to work. So Elon Musk says UBI will come in 5 years. So I would say 10 or 15 years. So it's really next 10 or and everyone understand what is UBI?
No,
Okay, so
Karthik?
Universal basic income, right? Something like that.
yeah, universal basic income. The name, as the name implies, government will just give 100K US dollars, for example, to every citizen in US, and you don't have to work to make that money. So now you can do whatever you want with that money. So that is why they are talking about this UBI is Musk says right now we are still in the early stages of AI. We are still scratching the surface. 5 to 10 years down the line, when the robotics takes over, physical AI takes over, producing a commodity is so cheap, it doesn't require so much, it doesn't require any effort at all from humans. So it'll be so cheap, you don't need to work actually. So let's take iPad. Right now, it cost Apple to make probably $100 or $150 to make an iPad. 10 years down the line, every part of it is automated. It will cost only $5 or $10 for the Apple to make. So now the cost of iPad will be $20, $30, even with 200% markup. So that is where this whole innovation is going. 10 years down the line, it may happen in 15 years down the line. So at the time, people, lot of people suppose will be really losing the jobs. So that time, government will be giving so taxing heavily on these AI companies, like 3 or 4 companies. It could be Elon Musk company, and then probably OpenAI, and then get the money from them, and then freely distribute to every citizen in their country. So you don't have to work at all. for making money. But to get to that point, there may be a transition period where you have to survive. If you don't adapt and make money now, it will be very hard. In fact, I think who said Alex Karp, Palantir CEO said, try to make as much money as possible in next 5 years using AI. Otherwise, and you probably make 10 times more, 20 times more than you ever imagined. After that, it will be very difficult to make money.
So, in your opinion, what would happen to the consumption power, buying power, if human high-paying jobs are being replaced?
Yeah,
How is that going to be
so
impacted?
cheap, right? So that's where everyone's concern is. It's not 5 years, it's probably 30, 40%, 10 years, but after 15 years, 20 years, the chances are increasing to 80 to 90%.
So people, they can produce with all automation, but who will buy it, right? So the buying also will go down if humans are not there.
No, humans will be there, right? People will be still there. Still, I need iPad. Still, I need what do you call water bottles, package bottles, all those things. It's just the cost of acquiring those will be so cheap, 1/100 times lower, or 1/10 times lower than what it is now.
This trade looks like it's from the movie Matrix, wherein we will be just reduced to batteries of consumption.
Yeah. So that's where these AI safety is very important. So that we are masters of the machines, not the other way around. Um, Hopefully, the government comes up with some law and regulation to make sure safety first before um releasing all these new frontier models by these companies. Right now, based on my observation, governments are in pickle because let's say government X says safety is important. I'm gonna slow the companies operating in my country to focus on safety first, verify, take as many months as possible, making sure it is the frontier models are producing safety output. It is being ethical. It is still under humans' control. And then country Y says, I don't care about these things. Yeah, let that country X take its own sweet time. I want to innovate as fast as possible to get ahead in the game. So I'm going to take all these safety levers off and let the companies operate in my country to release as soon as possible. Now, country X says, okay, if I do what I'm supposed to do, I'm going to be behind. So I'm also going to take the gloves off. That is the issue countries are facing now.
Do you know, has it started influencing greatly in a negative way in elections with false propaganda
Of course,
anywhere?
of course, we know we have seen so many AI generated videos which look so real started trending in social media platforms, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, then politicians will jump into creating regulations. Then it's impacting their livelihood. Right?
No, they will use it their advantage, right? It's really how they want to take advantage of it. There is even what do you call in Tamil Nadu, you might have heard actor Vijay became CM, right? And the accusation levied up by opposition parties are they were using social media, they were using manipulating kids to post about TVK in Instagram. That's how they became power. And then 1 month later, they started their own Instagram, social media wings, social media conferences. Now they started having, right? The same party that was accusing TVK doing the same thing what TVK was doing. So
Yeah, Karthik, you got more slides on this round, right?
yeah. I got 20 more slides.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow, let's
Let's focus on these.
Yeah. So yeah, go through this matrix, most resilient, is in the top right quadrant. It doesn't mean that these are all under threat being replaced. There will be more AI will be involved, just like how you are talking about sales. It's the same kind of impact will be on these quadrants. Okay, STEM degrees still the foundation. Computer science, AI risk is medium. So yeah, but data science statistics, it's low to medium because you still need data scientists, AI engineers to design and develop this AI system supposed to increase the productivity of human labor. Cybersecurity, definitely low. It's gonna augment definitely cybersecurity analysts, but it's not gonna replace them. So I have given all the details, like what are the recommended AI skills if your kid choose to take this particular track. These degrees risk is low. Mechanical engineers, physical systems. Um, Risk is comparatively low. It's not like it doesn't mean that AI is not going to be there at all. As I said, AI is going to be everywhere. But overall, how much and what percentage of the jobs it's going to replace, that is what we are talking about here. So knowing your technical skills is not at all enough anymore. You have to have soft skills, communication skills, even if you're not going into marketing major direction or sales direction. Even if you're a software engineer, still communication skills of a product manager is important. Business acumen, and then knowing and using AI tools, very, very important. There is a famous saying, right? AI is not going to replace jobs, but the person who knows AI is going to replace your job. Yeah, healthcare is again very low because laws are there, just like pilots, right? Most of the planes are driven by AI. Only landing and takeoff is done by pilots. Even that AI is doing really good job, it seems, recently last few months. But the law of human pilots have to be present is not going to go away. Same thing with medicine. A surgeon has to be there, regardless of how much percentage of surgery is done by a robot. Yeah, I recently heard from my neighbor the whole hair transplantation in LA he did completely done by a robot. It seems very high precision. It seems way better than a human hand can do. But still, there was a surgeon present and nurses and other people also present. The same thing with psychology, pharmacy, dentistry. The risk is low. Yeah, business, finance, and accounting, medium, because AI can do a lot of jobs really fast. Business administration, medium. Marketing communication, medium. We already talked about it. As I'm saying here, the best marketers will be AI native directors of creativity, not content producers. Creative UX, creative education, liberal arts degrees. These are all also medium. So yeah, another important thing is how to build your moat. So you could or your kid can take non-AI degree and then learn AI on the side to augment whatever domain you are specializing to get a moat or one leg up compared to other students or your peers. Like you can take finance and then master AI, you to use fi finance domain efficiently, and you will be better than other people. Particularly the what is industrial engineering, agriculture, AI hasn't penetrated a lot. So if your kid has some interest in that, that may not be a bad domains to take a study. So I have given more details in the matrix in the interest of time. Okay, it's we have only 5 more minutes. Can we spend another 10-15 minutes? I'll quickly go through and then share share the slides offline. Is that okay?
Sure. Sure.
Yeah, I think someone was asking about robotics, right? Okay, I see a few more questions. Give me a second. Yeah, someone asked, Krispa Venkatesh Babu. Past years, we have come across many industrial revolution. What is your opinion about AI integration to machines? So this slide covers that, physical AI. So right now, Gen AI and Agentic AI is all the trendy headlines. Physical AI is still in very early stages. Only few companies are really spending money and investing in physical AI. NVIDIA is one such company, but 2 to 3 years down the line, I see physical AI is taking over, robotics is taking over. So it may not be a bad idea to take a course on physical AI, and but for that, I would start with learning agentic AI and then move to physical AI because agentic AI is giving you the foundation to do better in physical AI. So um, physical AI, the problem right now is you have to be really technical to understand how a robotic arm works, how a robotic leg works. So NVIDIA kind of companies, they are trying to reduce the barriers of entry so that a non-technical person also can build a robotic system. I already see the glimpse of that. So once they abstract those really highly complex technical aspects, then that is the time for anyone who says, like, I don't want to break my head for this, but at the same time, I want to take advantage of it and make money off of it. Maybe that is the time to jump in. But for now, my suggestion is to learn and practice Gen AI and Agentic AI. Right now, they pay also more for Gen AI, Agentic AI than physical AI, but that's going to change in 2 to 3 years, is my opinion. Okay. Yeah. So how to choose a college? This is my take on it. Industry and industry partnerships and internships. I think this is something we also, when we studied, we looked for when we were choosing a college, right? And then what is their AA curriculum and research labs? How much money and resources they have for AA research? And any co-op experiential learning are they providing while you are studying? Alumni network placement rate, which we used to do when we were in college as well, or when we chose a college. What is the startup ecosystem and innovation labs like ASU, Arizona State University, where I live, Arizona? They have a really good startup ecosystem, right? So that is something probably I may do a part two. Like, don't the era of I want to get a degree in good college, hopefully topper, then I get a better paying job. That era is kind of gone. I want you guys to really think beyond that. Why not a startup? Why can't I build my own product? Now the barriers of entry is completely gone with generative AI, agentic AI, and cloud. Anyone can build a $1 billion startup in their dorm room. So why not keep building some products, some ideas? Doesn't matter how many competitors are there, how many products have become successful. Get into the habit of developing something, release something, and don't worry about the outcome. Eventually, you will hit the sweet spot where you will start making money. That will give you confidence and that mindset. will really help you find a niche where you can really make a lot of money. It may be 5-year process, 7-year process. So get started now when you are studying in college itself. Just build something to help your classmates. Your classmates are struggling on something, build something to help your classmates. Your neighborhood aunt or uncle is complaining about something. You think you can automate that, then automate it and sell it to them for $10, $20, it doesn't matter. It's the habit of getting into that creator, innovator mindset. Eventually, that will pay you off. Even my Rizzy app, the flirting coaching app, I I was overthinking, oh, will I make this much money? Will I make that much money? In fact, that is what stalled from me developing this 1 year ago or 1.5 years ago. Then finally said, I don't care about all those things. In fact, I wrote even a LinkedIn article about it. I just want to develop something end to end. This is my brainchild. I conceived this idea. I'm going to release it. Even if I don't make single penny, that's okay. But that thought of doing that, that mindset will give me some money making idea later, which will make me a lot of money eventually. Or maybe this itself will make me a lot of money. I don't know. The idea is get into the habit of building things. Okay. Mhm. And if your kid needs any guidance or mentorship, I'm happy to assist. So this is my take on what is the ideal roadmap for a student. So yeah, in the interest of time, I'm gonna skip this. You can take in your leisure time, go through this with your kid. Yeah. How hiring has fundamentally changed, right? Previously, if you have a degree from prestigious university, polished resume, structured interview with HR, you get the offer. And then obviously a panel, interview panel. Right now, a lot of companies are looking at your, what is your GitHub repo portfolio? What is your portfolio? What are the projects you have built? What are the AI skills you have demonstrated in your resume? In your projects, in your capstone projects. And also they assess your communication and problem solving skills because AI is taking care of a lot of the heavy lifting. So one thing that it cannot do yet, communication problems solving skills. So they are assessing that. Leadership and internship track record. So that's how it is right now changing. So I suggest you to adapt to this changing new trend in hiring. Couple of myths. Computer science is dead because AI writes code. I already talked about it. Um, it is not true. Still, system design, architecture, something AI cannot do efficiently. So that's where your role is changing actually from a, programmer to a team lead or a architect. Everyone should study AI or they'll be left behind. That's not true. The fluency matters. Importance of learning and practicing matter. Not necessarily you have to take the AI major. College degrees no longer matter. It depends. I have a split opinion. So it in reality, most of the students need structured learning. Otherwise, if we have the self accountability, then like Elon Musk, no one needs to tell us what we need to do. We will be showing signs of our excellence, like Musk did in his college days. Doctors and lawyers, no, that's not true. Yeah. Um, a simulated student students and then how you can guide your kid to make a decision. Like for example, Arrow, he loves math, but he dislikes biology. So he can take data science or electrical engineering over pure computer science degree. And he can learn Python, ML, statistical modeling, and then he can become an AI researcher or he can get into hedge funds as a quantitative finance researcher. I forgot the term actually. So um, you can be a programmer in hedge funds making millions of dollars. Sophia, she loves creativity and loves psychology. So she can learn psychology and UX UI design, and then she can basically focus on being a coach in digital mental health platforms and develop and design AI therapy tools and behavioral product design. Ethan, he's average in grades but loves building. He can focus on physical AI. Maya, she wants to be a physician. She can do pre-med and then also learn AI in healthcare as elective. Any questions? If not, okay, we'll move to next one. Let me see if there are any questions in the chat. Okay, so I think we already covered most of the screening for initial interviews taken over by AI. Even the interview uh, uh, interview is given by
Pratik,
AI.
one basic layman's question. So basically, most of the blue collars work are going to go off in the next few years. How can AI help it?
So blue collars actually opposite is true, right? White
You
collar,
cannot tell them
it
to
is replaced.
educate and get learn about AI and come back to work. So I mean, it's a very layman's question. Sorry if I'm wrong, but
No.
how can we save them?
So your question is, blue collar jobs will be replaced by AI in
This
next few
will be
years.
overpowered by AI, correct?
So yeah, when you say blue collar, usually like IT professionals are considered, marketing, sales professionals considered white
No,
collar.
all those are white collar. Blue collar job means laborers. For example, what do you call the packing people? All those things are getting overpowered by AI. If it goes like this, all those people are going to get off job.
Okay, so yeah, certain blue collar jobs will be replaced by AI. That's true. Yeah. Unfortunately,
Karthik,
yeah.
you see what you gave me that day the Mexican example that day, right, of a guy who was coming and fixing the electric
Yes.
modules for these cars and stuff like that. So that is skilled laborer. Then you have the
Correct.
blue collar who are in the construction and stuff like that, the labor, manual labor that you see mostly in the developing nations, because where there is no certain rules, there is lack of policies, procedures to protect them, etc., etc. So where do they stand? I think that's what Mahesh is trying to ask.
Correct, correct. For example, if this is it's a packing industry, there will be a lot of people in the line who will be doing the labeling thingy, who will be doing the packing thingy, and all these things will be replaced. Now itself, it's already replaced. But having AI this much dominant,
Yeah, they got to
definitely
reskill
all of them
themselves.
will get unemployed.
Yeah, they have to reskill themselves. I hope the governments start taking this seriously and create more community colleges and gives grants for this people who are going to be getting replaced
No,
or
I'm
going
not
to be
talking about
replaced.
the kids who have still the ability to learn AI. How about people like who are 40 plus and all who have been working for this company for 15, 20, 25 years? One sudden day, the employer says that, okay, guys, you have been replaced by automation.
Yes. So yeah, there
See,
is
I know this
no.
is not a point of debate, but I'm just asking you
Yeah,
to
yeah,
help
yeah.
there.
So yeah, the thing is, it's a tough answer to swallow. Unfortunately, you got to reskill yourself, and otherwise, your future is in limbo. Honestly, right?
Actually, I got an example for the Mahesh question because maybe 15 years back, in a lot of offices there was a designation called a typist. When
Yes.
the computer came, I mean, it was a cruel reality that entire typists were replaced by computer professionals. So, answering the point of Mahesh, I felt this example was very relevant because a certain category of people in certain age will be getting affected. The
Yes.
only thing we can take care of the next generation who will not get affected with these kind of changes.
Yeah. So even see, I'm also 40, how many years old? 44 years old. It's a rude awakening. 2 years ago, I was really scared, and I thought I will never go back to coding. And I thought the days of keep on learning new things is over. I will be retiring in 5 years or something. But once I start keep hearing these things, I know this is gonna coming in not today, 2 years or 5 years down the line. And I got to reskill myself. I realized, and I got to accept the new reality, and I got to adapt. So that's why I started even doing these things. So same thing, right? Yes, you may not like the answer. I didn't like the answer 2 years ago, but you have to reskill yourself. It doesn't matter. If your job is going to be replaced, you are seeing it in front of your eyes, and you have to, what do you call, lack of better words, man up and
Yes.
suck it up and focus on what you can do to
Yeah, we
survive.
totally understand. But you mentioned an example back in US. I mean, whoever is going to lose the job, the government is providing some, what do you
No, no, no.
call,
I said I hope
blah, blah.
government is doing that. I hope
Ah,
government
okay,
is.
okay. When I was wondering, I've never heard of any government who is going to support them with the whatever experience they have. Okay, okay. You can now relax and we'll support them.
No, no, no. I hope what I was saying is I hope governments can wake up to this and start coming up with this
Ah, okay, okay.
reskilling program and provide grants where whoever is still has the desire to reskill themselves into something completely new, regardless of their age, government provides some means to achieve that.
Okay, cool. Got it.
Because just to add to that, simple point is if you have an office boy and a documentation clerk, the office boy has this job still running, but the documentation clerk has lost his job.
Yeah, yeah,
Office boy
You
can
know,
make tea, coffee, and all, but AI cannot make it. You what you said is right.
yeah,
But a
the
documentation clerk,
documentation.
yes, his job is in doom.
So yeah, but the thing is to upskill him. I believe, Mahesh, to answer your question, when you're in your 40s and your 45, so 15 your 40s to 50s, which is what we are in,
Mhm.
it is very important for the organization to retain and train your employees because you've spent time and energy on them for the last 10, 15 years. You've invested in those people
Makes
to
sense.
reskill.
Yes.
But if the company cannot afford to do it, then the hard reality is those people, they need to do it themselves.
yeah,
Otherwise, they stand to lose.
yeah,
I know somebody
Mm.
who sits in front of stock, retired and only doing stock trading, sitting in front of two, three system all the time. He is
Sean,
making
your voice is
efficient
getting
use.
cut.
He's making efficient use of AI to make his decisions right, and it's somebody who's retired. So
yeah,
it's a vast ocean that we are saying, but then there is a lot of my friend's daughter. She has done as a law corporate thing, exactly what Karthik said, because what her boss told her is AI can enhance you prepare for a judgment or for a case, for a debate on a case, but it can never pass a judgment on a human, at least for the time being.
yeah,
Mm.
So that is one enhancement part. Similarly, for pilots, now you have a dispatcher who gives you the weather report, what's happening en route, etc. But what AI is going to do is it will give you real time. Now with iPad and all that, you have real time, but it will make it more real time for you to get data. It's already happening in cars. It's already happening in cars. If there is a traffic way ahead of you, it will tell you that there is a tailback ahead, so that you're aware of the road that you're taking. So these things are only going to enhance.
yeah,
But if it is for us to skill ourselves in a lot of ways, I believe.
yeah, 100%.
Again, Karthik, when you said about the people are using the same thingy in a restaurant, because I've seen this app called Foodix, which is going spreading like everything in the GCC. But when the war started, they stopped. They introduced a technology in which, as you said, there's an iPad, it's an iPad, whatever, an Android tab in every table. Once they scan it, they'll get the menu. The menu is everywhere it's common, but they'll get the 3D view of the dish itself. For example, if we order a particular dish, we can only see that what is that dish and what is the price. With this app, that gives, for example, if it's a what you call a special Arabic biryani, it gives a 3D view as if it is on the table. It gives the ingredients, it gives how it is prepared, anything and everything. So that is all powered by AI. And UAE and other countries were supposed to take that, but unfortunately, they could not succeed just because of the war hit here.
I see, I see. But again, as a customer who is going to restaurant, the first part probably may help me to take a decision which order food I want for to a restaurant that I never been. But after that, I don't think I still want to talk to someone, right? So this been tested so many times. So the restaurants, right, how they are now using robots are basically they take the order and then these robots basically go to the kitchen and gets the order and comes to your table and then you take the plate. So that is the part now right now getting automated because you can have never have enough servers in the restaurant in a restaurant that is uh, doing peak sales, right? So that is where it is augmenting actually. So coming back to Sean's example where office boy is not getting replaced, a desk clerk or accountant is getting replaced. If the desk clerk or accountant doesn't want him or her to be replaced, he needs to learn AI and he should sense this and he should basically learn and he should pitch the idea. Hey, I learned this course for finance and I can automate all of these things in 10 minutes or something. Now he can um, pitch this idea and then start leave the job by himself and start selling this as a product to other similar size companies. Now he can make way more money than others. But then you can talk about what about all the other accountants, right? One accountant can do 10, two accountants can do. Unfortunately, we cannot do it for
Karthik,
all, or we cannot
Karthik,
save all the jobs.
I exactly know what you're saying, but here in the Middle East, there is a big cultural shift there. You cannot sell a product that you've developed when you work within a company, unlike the US.
Oh,
Now, I know people who have developed the product, but they have to remain in-house. Unless you have the blessing of that company, you cannot sell it outside because it's intellectual property of that company that you're working for,
yeah. So
whatever you're
yeah,
working
use the
for. But
experience
in
to
the
build the product again from the scratch, right? La-
Absolutely, but you'll have to leave the place that you're working for. But the thing is,
yeah,
what I know what you're coming from. Now,
yeah,
with regard to talking about your child's future versus experience on working, it depends a lot from the work culture that you follow in the US versus what's in the Middle East.
I see. Yeah,
So, but I know people who have developed it, but they could only use it in-house. They were prohibited from giving it outside. I know personal experiences of people who have done it, wonderful jobs, but they were prohibited by giving it outside. They just couldn't.
yeah.
But I get the idea.
Yeah, all I'm saying is get creative, right? If safeguard your job by jumping into a bandwagon and show to your
Yeah.
leadership that you are being more productive. Whatever you are taking, number of weeks to generate a report, you are able to do it in 2 days. So you are safeguarding your job, and if you can sell it, great. Working in the same company or leave. Now you know that there is a market for it, and so many other companies are not doing take a bold step, have 6 months of uh, run rate to run your family, and then develop this one more time. Now that you have experience developing one time, you can do one more time with the assistance of AI. Probably it will take another week for you to redevelop the whole thing and start selling it to other. So what I'm saying is, um, don't see AI as a problem. Don't see AI as a solution. AI is giving you solution to become financially free, financially independent sooner than later. That's all I'm trying. That's all. That is the point I want to drive home if you are working professional. In fact, actually, I was talking to my previous manager 5, 6 years ago. I reported to him probably a week ago. He was saying he works in a really big fan company. He's doing well, but he also worried about AI. So he told me, Karthik, you remember, you see what's going on. I'm worried about jobs 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line. Like that, he started the conversation. I said, I understand how you feel. I feel the same way. I was really scared. That's why I got into the AI. Now I'm trying to see how I can multiply my income 10 times, 20 times than what I was doing working for someone. So I started AI coaching. I see a big gap. A lot of people want to upskill themselves, and there are not a lot of people are has the experience to teach. There are a lot of courses are there, but they don't have the real experience. So that is where I think I can make a difference and also make money. So make as much money as possible while helping as many people as possible in the process. That's the best I can do. I cannot go and help the whole world. All I can do is first I can help myself, then I can think about helping as many people as possible. So same mindset I want you to have actually. Don't instead of thinking AI as a problem, start thinking how I can multiply my income using AI. So the way your brain works completely changes the moment you start looking at AI as a solution instead of problem.
Just like the announcement in the flights, when there is a down on the flight, first try to save yourself and then save the one
Yeah,
go by.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, 100%. And even people are saying, oh, you are building this dating coaching app, you spend 3 months, 4 months. What if ChatGPT will release a version that's gonna make it obsolete in 2 years down the line? So be it. All I need is probably 100 people paying $100 per month to retire. I'm not competing against ChatGPT. So that's all I care. Even if I make 3 years that much money that I didn't have the opportunity to make 3 months ago. So why are you thinking too much? I think Jeff Bezos or someone was mentioning, right? Um, an imperfect execution trumps a perfect plan that never sees the light in any day. I hope it made sense for you. I repeat, an imperfect execution trumps a perfect plan that never sees the light of the day in any day. It's so profound, right? Just one one line he just said, but the deep meaning it has. So what it's all really saying is, don't overthink, just go with the flow, do something, and don't overanalyze it. That's all. You will still be better than someone who is overanalyzing and not doing it. I can give you one example. Like 2 months ago, someone reached out to me saying that he's thinking about taking my course, but he's not sure. He's so busy, but he's worried that his company may have a layoff. And then one week ago, he called me saying that Karthik, I should have joined your course 2 months ago. I wouldn't be in this situation. Unfortunately, my job is impacted. So yeah, uh, either you adapt or AI will make you adapt. The the later part is very painful for you and everyone. Okay, formula for future-proof career: develop a domain expertise and then add AI fluency. Develop human skills, empathy, communication, leadership, and trust. Again, you can use AI to develop these skills as well. And business acumen, understand how to create value, how to come up with a strategy, and how to execute them, and keep on learning. This is just a evolution of artificial intelligence if someone is interested and where it is going based on what we know today. So maybe this part is what may be interest to you. In the interest of time, we will move on to next slide. Yeah, the skills employers will value most by 2030 from now to next 5 years. Again, take your time to go through this. So the main message is your human skills that cannot be replaced by AI, and then AI skills will give you success. And this is,
Karthik,
yeah.
just to cut in, I think by we can wind up by 21:30. Most of people have got something or the other coming up
Yeah, I got
because
only
tomorrow.
two more slides. It's pretty much done.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so this is the matrix you can go through quickly. What is the adoption in each and every industry? What is the investment level by companies? And what is the growth and business impact? What is the automation potential? So if you look at it, AI is pretty much there in almost all the industry. It's just the level is differs. Yeah, so this, yeah,
yeah,
go.
please continue. Please continue. Sorry, not more, nothing.
Okay. So these are the list of resources. What are things you need to learn as a student by the time you are graduating to have a moat compared to your students. So one small what do you call hack I can share is you take your resume and take all of your classmates' resume, or you, if you are working professional, look at take your all of your friends and peers' resume, and if all look same, then you are not going to get a job. You have to stand out. If a recruiter and hiring manager takes only 5 to 10 seconds to scan through your resume, that's the time they give you. In that 5 to 10 seconds, your resume should stand out. So if it doesn't stand out, you're not going to get the job, unfortunately. So focus on that. So these are the tools I recommend you to learn and then do some projects, capstone projects, uh, join some hackathons, and win some prizes. They go long way than just having a really high grade in your uh, university in your papers. Like, let's say I got two students as a hiring manager. Student A is excelled in his, all the papers in his college degree, whereas student B scored all average score for all the papers, but he has built few capstone projects in use by real users and one couple of hackathon. This I would always choose student B over student A. Why? Because student A is good on paper. Student B shows he or she is really passionate about what he or she learned and also applied, and there is a tangible outcome as a result of it. So I would always go for student B. So keep that in mind when you are studying. So this is another university evaluation checklist. And these are the couple of questions every parent should ask when choosing the university, or if you're a student, you should ask. And my friend's daughter, Sulinya, she studied nanotechnology in bachelor's in MIT and master's in MIT. She is a coach for students who want to get into Ivy Leagues colleges here, like Stanford and MIT. Or she's going to do a webinar in next 2 3 weeks. If you're interested, let Sean know. I'll share the invite. And she obviously she has a she's doing this. Uh, for a company, as part of a company. She is a career counselor, and then she is doing this as a side business as well. And obviously, she's going to give some freebies like lessons in our webinar. And then, if people are interested, they can talk to her uh, for her offering. Okay, that's pretty much it. So these are all the different AI related roles available now. That's all it's talking about it, this slide.
Yeah,
Any questions? I'm done with the webinar.
Karthik, if we can share the slide, I'll also share it with the greater audience that we have. The few people who were not able to join, I'll share it with them. It'll help them.
Sure. I'll
And
make one or two.
another,
Yeah.
yeah. If you can send, thank you so much for your time. But one question before we leave: is AI biased?
AI is biased based on the training data it used to train on. So definitely there is a bias and hallucination. So it's what kind of data is trained. So we have um, LLM evaluation, whole study of things where we have to do to make sure it's not biased actually. This is one of the reason lot of banks and fintech institutions are reluctant to deploy AI.
All right. All right.
That was a
Thanks
wonderful
for
question. That was a wonderful answer, Karthik. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Just a question. See, what's your take on this automated trading by this AI? Certain brokers has implemented it already. Is it really feasible?
I do see a lot of YouTube videos. I used AI to make
No, no,
$100,000.
no, no. What I say is like, you invest to a broker, you do not want to do the trading. AI will do it on your behalf. I mean, is it really feasible? Because every second the market moves up and down. So whether the AI has reached a point that it can decide on its own whether to buy or sell.
Yes, I mean it is doing actually for like Citadel, right? Citadel, what is that? Rentec is doing it for years, right? In fact, I don't want to get so they buy the data centers right next to Nasdaq and NYSE, so that they can have a microsecond advantage compared to
Okay.
others
So
actually. So
basically, okay. No, this is okay. This I understood. This happened in India as well. Before it really reaches, they get before means few microseconds before the data, so that they can buy or sell in between that microsecond gap. I'm not talking about this. This is fine. But what I'm asking is, let us say, based on the market movement itself, AI can.
yes, it is doing for big hedge funds and investment funds. They are using AI. That's why you see sudden crash because all this AI is already pre-programmed to sell at a certain levels, and that's why as soon as the market reaches the crash, the market the way it is going down multiplies actually. So it is used by a lot of big institutions. As a small time investor, can you take advantage of it? It is very difficult based on my experience. But if some company is giving you that opportunity, I don't mind probably testing with some sample amount, something I'm willing to lose, probably $500 or something to test the waters and go from there. I haven't personally tried
Tried
anything
it.
like that. Yeah.
Can you name one or two? I mean, if
Um,
you have got.
I I have to think. It's yeah. Let me think and share it with Sean. Yeah. If there is any other
Yeah,
questions, either you can text me directly or you can text to Sean, and I'm
yeah,
happy to answer.
that should do. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Okay. Okay then. Yeah. Any other questions?
Thank you, Karthik.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for staying. I know it's late for you guys, but still, I appreciate for you to spend this 1.5 hours time with me, and I will upload.
Thank you so much, Karthik.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks for
Thanks,
your
Karthik.
time too.
Thank you. Thanks, Sean.
Okay then.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Karthik.
Sean.
Sure.
Yeah, thanks, Karthik. Thank you.
Thank you.
And just share those details, and along with your contact, if you have it there, I'll share it with the group, and whoever wants to get in touch with you on whatever
Yeah, if you guys
questions they
have
have.
any WhatsApp group, you can add me. I'm happy to answer there as well.
I'll ask people.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Okay
Yeah.
then.
Thanks, Karthik. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Karthik.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.